this is Vanessa from Under Stage Lights, and I'm here with Alex. So can you introduce yourself along with the band that you wish you played in?
I'm Alex, and I wish I played in the Foo Fighters.
For the past few years, you guys have been playing on the band's Warped Tour. Now that you're on the Bamboozle Roadshow, how would you compare the two experiences?
Honestly, this has been a great tour. Amazing. It's a new tour though, so it's been a little bit disorganized. The Warped Tour is on its I think it's year 15 now. So that, I mean, having done that 4 years in a row, they really have everything together. There's really no question about what you're doing, when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. It's just there and it's done. This tour, new. It's really it's the first year that it's been done the way it was done this time. So it's a little bit more disorganized. A lot of people were kind of having to, just roll with the punches sort of thing. But it's been a great experience. It's been a great tour. And all the bands have been amazing to each other. So it's mostly been about the camaraderie. But I do miss Warped Tour. So
do you think you'll be back on Warped Tour then?
Yeah, I would love to do it next year. They were getting a little bit sick of having us. But yeah, I would absolutely love to go back next year.
Do you prefer playing outdoor festivals or indoor venues?
I think there's something fun about outdoor festivals. It's a different kind of mood. I think in this kind of weather though, it gets a little bit intense. I feel a bit bad for the kids who are standing out there all day in the heat and sweating and passing out and stuff like that. So, there's a good and bad to both.
Where is a city that you've never played before but would like to go?
Never played in Madrid, Spain, which I'd really like to play.
With the new album coming out next year, how would you compare the sound of it to your previous albums?
It's a little more ballsy, a little more rock. We tried to sort of stray away from, I guess pop punk and that stereotype in general. We really just wanted to make a rock record. So yeah, I'm a fan of it. I think it shows a lot of growth, I think.
Would you say that it's more like Nothing Personal, or can you not really compare it to any of the albums?
No, it's definitely, I don't think it's really like Nothing Personal. I think Nothing Personal was a bit more pop oriented. I would say this one is a bit more raw, steering away from that kind of thing.
Okay. Do you prefer playing songs off of your older albums or off of Nothing Personal?
It depends. I really just like playing the songs that have great reactions with the crowd. Whether it's Weightless or whether it's JC Ray or whether it's Coffee Shop. There are certain songs that kids just go, nuts for, and I think it's those songs that I like. They're really fun to play live just because you see the reaction and you feel that on stage.
What's your favorite song from Nothing Personal?
From Nothing Personal, man, I think at this point my favorite song, at least the song that's had the most staying power with me, is Weightless.
How do you think the band has changed as a whole since you got together?
I mean, we've grown a lot. We've been a band for years now. We were very young when we started the band, so we're all 20, 22, 21 now. So it's we're different people, but it's. I think overall the sound's changed a little bit. The dynamic of the band hasn't really changed though. We're still about having a good time. We're still about going out and connecting with our audience and trying to make it as intimate of an experience as we can each time. So yeah, I would say the music's changing a little bit and turning this way and that. We're trying out new things, but at the same time, I think we're still the four dudes that we've always been, and this band is still the band that it always has been.
The last time that you toured all of Canada was for Tourzilla. Do you expect to be playing any Canadian dates yet?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I think the problem is with touring in general, as far as going to Canada, is you either kind of want to do it all or not really at all.
Because the cities are so far.
Yeah, the cities are so far apart, and for an American band, crossing the border is kind of a hassle. It always adds, like, if you're going in to just play one show in, say, Toronto, it's such a big thing because you have to ship in separate merchandise, you have to ship in all this stuff so that when you cross the border you don't get, like, yelled at or charged fees for it or anything like that, and then the same coming back through. So it's one of those things where we might on this fall tour, because it's scaled down and it's it's a shorter tour anyway. We might. I don't know if we're gonna do Canada on this fall tour. We might, but I think the plan is to just do a Canadian tour as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been talking about it a lot. We realize that we've neglected Canada recently, so we're really getting on that and working on coming up with like a whole just Canadian tour.
Like similar to Tourzilla with the dates?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it might even go deeper than that. It might be separate of an American tour, and we just fly into Canada, meet everything there, and just do every Canadian city that we possibly can.
What can fans expect on the fall tour? Do you have any surprises planned for the members of the Hustling Club?
I think it's still a bit early for as far as like surprises and stuff like that go. We have some cool ideas. The overall the idea was to just do a smaller intimate tour, and obviously the Hustlers and fan club members and everything are going to get more like fast access to the tickets and everything like that, because we're expecting it to sell out quickly. So the idea was to kind of have it packed with like the diehard fans and the ones who are really going to love being there and seeing this band in that kind of environment. And, we're bringing some cool guests with us, and it's just going to be fun. It's going to be a really good time. I'm really excited for it. We haven't done anything like that in a while. So.
Do any of the songs have a special meaning to you?
Our songs? I think they all have a special meaning to me. I know what they're all about. There are certain ones that have like particular, like warm places in my heart kind of thing. Like Therapy's a big one for me that I really means a lot to me. What's cool actually is the new songs that we're writing for this next record. These songs are more personal to me than anything I've ever written. I think it's pretty cool. There's a specific story to every single song, and it's pretty like it's right there. So I'm excited about that.
If you could cover any song by a band that's dead or alive, what would you choose to play?
Man, we've always talked about how it would be fun to be able to, like I said Foo Fighters before, but we've always talked about how cool it would be if like we could just do a Foo Fighters set. I've always like wanted to do a Foo Fighters set. That would be really fun. Hopefully one day we can do like Hoodwinked and like do the Foo Fighters. That would be awesome.
Would you do Lady Gaga?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Gaga would be great. I've been known to prance around singing her songs a lot. So.
All of the fans have responded extremely well to your expulsion from Six Flags. Are there any comments that you have that people might not understand about the situation?
Not really. I mean, I don't want to. It's kind of like beating a dead horse at this point. The only thing that I really want to continue to make clear is that we had nothing to do with the macing. There's still confusion out there about people thinking that we maced the crowd, because that's how one news program like spun it. But that is absolutely not the case. The security handled the situation badly during our set, and at the end of our set, I sort of came back out on stage and voiced my dissatisfaction with the situation and how they handled it, and that's why we got banned. And so fuck Six Flags. I stand by it. I will never be there again.
Any final thoughts or shoutouts for your fans?
Just I love you guys. I always will. You guys are amazing, and thank you for keeping us a band and for letting us play in all your towns. It's a good time. Awesome. Woo!